I'm just gonna record in one long episode and just break it up now after this. Inventory check, accounting verification, surprise something. These are a few of my favorite things, so let's get started. For each thing in the inbox, send to the outbox the total number of matching items on the floor. Holy shit. I guess we want to inbox, we want to sub from whatever the fuck 14 says, but indirectly from whatever 14 says. And then we want to bump. Oh no, we actually do want to bump 14. We're gonna keep having to use that 0 as sort of a counter. And what this is gonna do this time is tell us what it is. It's gonna bump 14. Sub 14. If 0, infinity points is 0, which means it matches, which is weird. I can't believe you could subtract numbers from numbers. What do you have to say? How can you determine two letters are equals? Maybe try the same thing you would do if you were numbers. Hey! You told me that thing when I figured it out. Got this. I keep thinking we don't want to outbox, like, we don't want to outbox C. We want to outbox the number, maybe? I don't know, give me an example. Okay, yeah, so we want to outbox the number of matching tiles, not as many letters that match. Okay, so we definitely want to start taking from the inbox, obviously. Okay. What we had before was actually, that actually worked. I don't know why I deleted that. So we're gonna... Let's say this is result. Hold on now, let's do sum. Let's say this is sum. Let's say this is, counter, which... count... Fuck it, let's just call it count. With a smiley face. Count. Copy from count, copy to sum. Then we want to... no, because I need a way to fucking track this shit. I say let's go until we can't go anymore, and then this ends up being like a fucking bajillion long episode. I'm already at 30 minutes. I forget how long these take to edit whenever I record for so long. Okay, let's see. No, I want this, I think I need this to be my control 0. Let's call it control. I think I need this to be my control 0. I was gonna play Assassin's Creed, but I don't like Assassin's Creed that much. Okay. And then let's do this as a count. Okay, so I'm gonna copy from there. Shit. Yeah. So basically I want to set this up so that it resets. So this is why we're doing this copy thing. So we're going to copy from control. Then we're going to copy it to count. Then we're going to copy it to sum. Then we're going to take from the inbox. Shit, I need to do check. I need to do it one, because I forget that once I do it, it throws it out of my hand, so I'll be able to check it like one fucking time. So, I'm going to copy 2, check. Alright, so, copy from whatever count says, which will be 0 right now, indirectly, obviously. Subtract, check. Obviously, if this is a 0, we're going to have to do something. No, copy from counts. Alright. Bob. Sorry, I just lost my train of thought there. So we're copy from count. And if count's ever... If count's ever 0... No, wait, what? I keep wanting to say, so so it's gonna copy to count, check, and it's gonna copy from count. And if count is ever 0, is it... No, I'm confusing myself. I don't need that right now. I'm probably gonna need to do some sort of check there in a minute, but I don't need it right now. So I'm gonna subtract from, and if this is 0, I want to bump sum up 1, and then I want to bump count up 1, and then I want to jump I think I want to jump back to the top. Okay, so what we're doing is, instead of taking check over, to start with, the reason why we're copying to check is instead of taking check over, we're actually just going to take each letter to check and compare it. And we're going to use count to tell us which block to take from, which address to take from, essentially. And it's going to take whatever the count says. Let's say count says 0. It's going to take it from 0. It's going to subtract it from whatever the check is. And if that's a 0, copy from sum. If we copy from count. Okay, brain, that's what I'm doing here. I'm like, I know I need to jump a 0 here for some reason, because it's going to keep copying from count, and if count ever says that it's 0, it means, so it's, if it ever gets to control, it's going to go out. I want to remove that. I don't need that anymore. I need to know that's control. I think it'll do me better in my brain if it's 14. Okay, so it's going to subtract from it, and then after it subtracts it, it's going to bump it. It's going to bump our count 1. This is all making sense in my head. I don't think I'm explaining it right, though. I'm going to jump to the top. Right. It's going to bump those two, and it's going to jump back up here. No, it's going to need to jump. Oh no, this jump is too far down. I'm like, why do I have so many jumps right there? What am I doing with my head? Alright. Okay, so let me see if I can explain this. So it's going to copy from 14. It's going to copy to here and here, because that's where we start out. Everything's 0. It's going to take the inbox and copy to check. So this is the check digit. This is the digit we're checking against. It's going to copy from whatever count says. So it's going to copy from whatever the counter says. And so let's say this for the first one, it's going to copy from B. It's going to take over to the check. It's going to check it against the check. If that's a 0, that means that they match. So it has to bump up both the count and the sum. Because it's still my confusion here was I was wondering where I needed to put the bump plus, but I need to put it in both places. Because if it's going to count at both, it's going to bump them both up. It's going to jump back up here. It's going to jump this right here. It's going to jump over here to copy from. It's going to start it all over again. If at any point it's not a 0, it's going to bump it up 1 and then just jump back up to the top. If it copies from whatever count says, which let's say it gets to 14, and it's a 0, it's going to start It's going to bring us all the way down here. It's going to copy from sum, which should be the number of tiles that match. It's going to outbox. It's going to go all the way to the top. So let's see if this works. Nope. Oh yes, it does. It is working. No, it is not. It is not working at all. We are jumping too far somewhere. I am putting all of my jumps in the wrong place. That's my problem. I thought I moved the right jump up, but I didn't. So we were just copying from the info. Okay, let's try this again. Wow. I think it's working. Okay, yes, this is working. This might also take a minute. Holy shit. Like the room is moving. Oh, hey, at least we did it in the right number of steps. Where's Carol? Carol's probably dead. We've been at this for 33 years now. I'm not even that old yet.
Hey, where's Carol? Oh my god. This coffee is amazing.
What the fuck just happened? What the
Back to work, ladies.
What the fuck just happened? No, seriously, what the fuck just happened? It's a robot now!
Reports of machine army evaluate to false.
What?
Everything equals 100%
What?
fine. Whether within pleasant tolerance parameters or human skin layer, you're all going to be fine.
Carol just got thrown out of a window. And robots are talking on the news now. We're not going to be fine.